Are you into smart cities, 5G, connected health, cybersecurity, connected transportation, or other digital and physical areas?
Yes, many people are involved with that, innovating or creating products, using them, or just being concerned with their impacts. They all have something in common, and that's the Internet of Things.
The Internet of Things. What is that?
The Internet of Things, or IoT, is an extension of the Internet that now connects physical devices, or things, with people, computers, and applications that are already there. It's everywhere, from simple sensors to thermostats to cars and buildings. These things are gaining high level of computing power, making them more intelligent and autonomous, and generating tsunamis of data from which value is created. In effect, IoT is animating or virtually bringing to life the physical world around us. The result is convergence of the social, enterprise, and the physical into a unified digital realm.
Wow. But why should we care?
IoT is disruptive, absolutely. One of the most significant transformations since the printing press. And just as the printing press transformed economies, societies, and governance, IoT is poised to do the same. IoT is not just another new technology, but a new way of working and living.
Okay, but why does it matter to anybody in real terms?
For individuals like you and me, IoT means better health and fitness based on biometric and activity data from wearables like the Fitbit. Also, a connected smart home with smart thermostats, for example, can make our life more convenient, safer, energy efficient by sensing our activity and adjusting the home environment to our liking. In business, IoT underpins automation, which increases product and service quality and lowers operating costs through reduced human involvement. It enables faster and more reliable supply chains, reduces equipment and facility costs, and makes work safer. For the economy, so dependent on infrastructures, IoT enables safer and more efficient movement of people and goods through connected and autonomous transportation, and underpins reliable energy distribution, such as through electrical smart grids. IoT will play a big role in the circular economy, which will reduce costs by recouping and recirculating materials and energy. Overall, IoT increases productivity, creates digital economy jobs, and raises the national GDP. These are all great benefits of IoT, at least on the material side. What about the societal side of things?
Communities and society in general benefit from the Internet of Things as well. For example, IoT is at the heart of smart cities, which will provide a better quality of life to citizens through efficient mobility, greater safety and security, lower risk of infrastructure and utility failure, and more effective emergency response. IoT elevates public health's effectiveness, including earlier infection detection and pandemic mitigation, such as distance monitoring, touchless automated interaction, and a plethora of connected medical devices for diagnosis, treatment, and care. Communities will benefit from IoT's role in the circular economy, not just industry, delivering a sustainable, clean environment and containing the climate crisis. IoT also has a role at all levels of government to improve service delivery, reduce cost and risk through asset management, monitor regulation compliance, maintain public health and safety, and other operational areas. And of course, it has the vital role and obligation to innovate digital governance around the Internet of Things itself. Yes, there are benefits, but what are the pitfalls?
As with any disruption, IoT has a tug-of-war between benefits and challenges. IoT cybersecurity is undeniably a top-ranking concern. Things are computers and are hackable to be physically malicious, such as releasing hazardous industrial gases, disrupting patients' IV drips, or disabling your sump pump. And things can also serve as a platform for launching botnet attacks.
Privacy is another big concern. While wearing things, our behavior is monitored and the data about us can be put to malicious or unwanted use.
Unfortunately, digital governance around IoT cybersecurity and privacy is in its infancy. To avoid bodily harm or infrastructure and environmental damage, this is something we must address by design instead of as an afterthought.
IoT also challenges the future of work with its fundamental role in automation, not only for labor, but also for cognitive and decision-making functions. Consequently, our human agency will be challenged, leading to diminished feelings of relevance and societal inclusion. Left unaddressed, it could escalate to the social and political turbulence we're already seeing.
And IoT also contributes to possible erosion of cyber autonomy, the option or the right not to be connected with cyberspace.
We've seen similar benefits and challenges linked to other digital technologies, such as AI and 5G. How do those compare to IoT?
Indeed, we already heard these and many other terms around IoT, so it is not any single technology or application. IoT is like a black hole that attracts everything around it. So, what is it then? It is a paradigm, and best thought of as a space. And as a space, it has dimensions. The architecture dimension defines the IoT structure and its bits and pieces, from devices to networks to data analytics. But like a hammer, the architecture is only a means to an end and not the end itself. IoT's real value comes from how it's applied in solutions or verticals such as smart cities, wearables, or industrial, and the verticals dimension. And lastly, the domains dimension has many point technologies and disciplines that enable the architecture and the verticals, such as AI, cybersecurity, new business models, and so on. Further, it has disciplines or areas impacted by IoT, such as new economics, legal implications, future of work, and digital governance.
IoT space is huge and definitely goes way beyond the simplistic notion of stoves talking to fridges. It not only drives innovation in individual technology areas, but also systematic innovation in putting them together like Lego pieces into a solution. It also compels systematic digital governance to ensure we get the most from IoT and can also mitigate IoT's adverse effects.
But how do we move forward with systemic digital innovation and governance while juggling the many balls in the IoT space?
Any product, service, or policy is only useful to the extent it serves its customers, the citizens. Consequently, understanding citizens' real needs and aspirations is critical before embarking on solutions or policies.
Next, the solution or policy creators must start from a position of strength in digital literacy, with enough depth and scope. It's important to be literate in IoT as a digital space that also includes world physicality and not just the enterprise and social aspects.
And lastly, it's important to use effective innovation techniques such as design thinking to ensure the created products and policies meet customers' and citizens' needs and aspirations. Design thinking is a mindset, methodology, and process for innovating products or services with end clients' needs and aspirations at heart. Whether commercial customers, citizens served by government, or internal roles in any organization. It's about empathizing with end clients' challenges from their perspective, working with them to clearly define their problem, co-creating solutions, and testing solution options. It's a mental model for decision-making and a roadmap to innovation based on real problem definitions. Design thinking is a systematic approach that forces us to think about the full picture, and it helps circumvent our natural tendencies to jump into solution mode right away. It focuses on the outcome rather than just on outputs. It's an iterative process leveraging learnings from each pass to improve the final outcome.
So, what is the bottom line for the Internet of Things?
It's here and now. We're firmly planted in the Internet of Things era. It's not any single technology, solution, or sector, but a new way of working and living. And it's a big driver of innovation in technology and business.
But we have to ensure, as a civilization, to preserve our security, privacy, human agency, and social inclusion, while reaping IoT's great benefits.
To achieve this, policymakers must attain a level of digital literacy and technological intuition around the Internet of Things, and have the right innovative tools and mindset, such as through design thinking, to innovate the digital governance compelled by IoT.
The bottom line, the Internet of Things is a mindset, how to build our world and relate to it and to each other.